Greetings, colleagues. My name is Victoria Brown. I'm an undergraduate UMKC senior studying in the School of Humanities and Arts in the School of Education, Social Work, and Psychology. My emphasis focuses on sentencing reform and sex offender sanctioning. I was hoping to have the sentences for gang-affiliated members reduced with comparisons to violent and non-violent sex offender sentencing for a certain state. I'm really not sure yet, but that is some of the research that I am getting into, this background and research in sexual offenses, gang affiliation, and sentencing. I'm interested in studying determinate and indeterminate sentencing. For my CJC 491 course, I interned at the UMKC Expungement Clinic. Expungement is a civil case to petition to have eligible arrest and criminal records extinguished from a person's background. UMKC Expungement Clinic, they have an online intake form where potential prospects or prospects can go online, access the form, and provide their demographics. Demographics are first name, last name, date of birth, address, contact information, email, phone, information with regard to the case or the charge that they're trying to have removed from their background. Utilizing expungement can assist re-entering offenders or offenders who have completed a sanctioning or community program to assist them with advancing in society. It helps them improve or apply for more beneficial employment, more beneficial healthcare, more beneficial housing, equal opportunities. It just overall assists offenders with complete inclusion and reintegration back into society after completing the legal obligations of their charges. There's several steps necessary, or several steps that I noticed and reviewed that the expungement clinic specialists are taken to assist with successful expungement of a client's case. The first step has to do with completing the intake form. The second step is signatures and consent. And both CJC 491 and as well as at the expungement clinic, professors in the expungement clinic specialists, they discuss the importance of confidentiality. Client and case confidentiality is very important. Confidentiality just states that there is a law of privacy that allows the sharing of clients' personal information or interacting and use of the client's personal information and the safety of record keeping and authorization and access to a client's personal information, such as social security number, current address, current contact information, details of their previous cases or charges, or any information that could potentially cause a hazard or an issue or concern for a client. So yes, the second step is signatures and consent. The client and the expungement specialist arrange a meeting, an in-person meeting. They sign a contract stating that they won't share or breach any information or steal any payment, because there are several fees that may or may not be waived. They won't steal any information or any money or personal identifying factors from the client. During this time, the client is advised by personnel. They are directed for fingerprinting. The fingerprinting just assists certain clients with figuring out which case it is that they're trying, the case or cases they're trying to expunge at the time. It helps them collect necessary documents, data, and all of the representatives or associates participating in that specific case. if petitioners are trying to discard of this particular case from certain agencies, having a fingerprinting background check assists with listing agencies and individuals that they no longer want to have access to this particular charge or case. Part 3 consists of the drafting of the court petition. The court petition is an actual document where the expungement clinic specialists, they type up the information, the demographic information, the information that explains the court proceeding or the charges that the client or prospect is trying to have expunged, date, time, location, county, state, what were the charges, the agencies they don't want to have the information, such as Missouri State Highway Patrol, KCPD, employers, FBI, agencies such as that, they're listed on there. The petition also states that the client has satisfied any and all legal obligations involved in a specific case that they're trying to have expunged. They have not been in any legal trouble since the completion of the legal obligations for the case, and they do not pose a threat, a future threat or a present threat to society. Section 4 entails a hearing. At the hearing, the judge just does the same thing the expungement clinic has went through with the client. They review the petition, they review the documents that support the information contained in the petition, and they determine eligibility for expungement. So they say, hey, you're trying to expunge this arrest record, and then they look at the information pertaining to the arrest record. It was an arrest record for outstanding parking tickets or speeding tickets, unpaid for speeding tickets. It wasn't paid for, you were fined, you were warranted, you didn't show up for court, it's just speeding tickets. You're trying to have your arrest record expunged for that. Since then, you paid off the speeding tickets, you completed the community service, et cetera, et cetera. So the judge just reviews that information and they determine whether Missouri expungement laws have been either met or unmet based on the information that you and your representatives have provided. In the scenario that you have not provided proper information, your expungement clinic specialist has already drawn up an objection response that explains the situation and why you are eligible for expungement or why that specific charge or case is eligible for expungement, and they go ahead to rebuttal or deliver their objection. If the hearing determines that you are eligible for expungement, a trial date is set, and that leads you into Section 5 of this process. Section 5 is the set trial date. At the set trial date, the judge has reviewed everything. They've drafted up their own documents for the petition, and they have declared your charge expunged. So it was approved, you are expunged. You no longer have that arrest record for those no-show court warrants and your speeding tickets. So the expungement is approved. While working at the expungement clinic, I didn't have many duties. I was expecting to deliver coffee and pick up donuts and, print paper and staple paper and do stamps and file away documents or sort out documents. But the office was pretty organized. Everything was organized and detailed. They had charts up that I appreciated, and they updated it every so often. They also studied and taught uh, uh, law students as well. So most of the work, there wasn't really much work with the law students coming in and assisting. So I was able to gain more insight than I was participating. But when I did participate, I did research. I read multiple articles and scholarly articles and review journals about offender reentry back into the community. I answered phone calls, I took messages, I established appointments or rescheduled appointments. I assisted with escorting. I learned some things about the parking passes, going to pick up visitors to the campus, and then having to have a parking pass. Um, I learned some information about notary, which I'm also interested in as well. It's a nice side hustle, and it doesn't hurt to learn something new. So I think that that'll be interesting to add to my resume. Um, I was also able to work closely with my mentor, Johnny Wallace Jr. He was very helpful and very insightful. He plays a major role in the CJC 491 panel conference that we also had, and I got the opportunity to attend. He did a lot of networking. As much as he saw me and as much as he was free enough to meet with me, he did as much networking as he possibly could, which I really appreciate. So as my mentor, and I really appreciate his insights. I got the opportunity to work with Sydney Ragsdale as well as Suni Ellen. Awesome, they're very good professionals. Uh, any question that I had, they always answered. If I was skeptical about something, they made sure that the answer that they gave me didn't lead me in a wayward direction. Uh, they gave me the facts and told me that with the proper skills and the right training and the right observation, I would be able to do such and such. I told them I was interested in jury duty, uh, jury consulting. Suni has some great experiences to add to that. Um, yeah, that was just a really good experience working with those ladies, working in the office with those ladies. Everybody speaking voice and talking on the phone and sharing charts and graphs and using certain platforms and finding online databases that can help me improve my clerical or administrative skills. That's a plus. So, with regard to my bachelor's of arts in psychology and my bachelor's of arts in criminal justice and criminology, I do see myself in a professional occupation in court administration. Um, During the time, I'd like to learn about graduate studies and graduate school and my interest in sentencing reform and sex offender sanctioning. Um, Most of the in-clinic and remote duties for the expungement clinic included my reading, my writing, my review, correcting errors, filing, stapling, figuring out where documents were, where these documents, locating documents, correspondence, email correspondence, uh, and just reading lengthy journals and being able to keep up with reading and my writing and paying attention to detail. Also develop some interpersonal skills that assist me with working closely with individuals on intimate projects. So I was able to grapple with the idea of remaining professional and analyzing sensitive and sometimes graphic information and remaining professional and maintaining decorum while doing so. Overall, I enjoyed working with Suni and Sydney, the soon-to-be law graduates, and my mentor, Johnny Wallace Jr. They each assisted me with networking, picture taking, understanding some of the advantages and disadvantages of the criminal justice system in local municipalities. They also, it's just a simple thing sometimes, by greeting people and smiling, having a smile on your face, and just acknowledging someone as they're exiting the building, saying hi or bye, or just acknowledging their presence. It really goes a long way. I enjoyed working at the expungement clinic.